Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see everyone of you here. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you so much for tuning in again for this Facebook Live and YouTube stream also. So today it is the 12th of May 2023. As usual, Friday evening. Good to see everyone. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments or in the chat box or in YouTube, okay? So please don't be shy, say a hi to me, engage with me so that I know that, everything is good, everything is well. You guys can hear me loud and clear, okay? So let's wait for the night just started. So let's wait for a few minutes to wait for people to start streaming in, okay? So just to let you know, so actually I just gotten COVID positive today. Yeah, just now evening. I did my ART today. Yeah, so my wife got a COVID positive, I think two or 3 days ago. We are in close proximity lah. So it's very difficult to siam away COVID. So this is the first time in 3 years I got COVID. So I managed to avoid COVID for the past 3 years. So this is the first time. So actually right now I am having some blocked nose, a little bit of cough, and actually I'm also having a fever. So so I'll just go a little bit slow today. So in fact, my whole family is down. So my wife is down. My wife got it a bit earlier. Then my daughter today also got fever. Then I also got fever also. But I think I'm still okay. So I actually took Panadol just now. So seems okay. Okay. Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, this year, this year damn jialat. So yeah, maybe once I reach the age of 40, all the sickness start to come in. Yeah. So for the past 3 years, actually, in fact, ever since I'm with MarketWise, I have rarely been sick one. So it's only this year, at the start of the year, I start to get a lot more kind of illness and sickness, mainly kind of a flu, and of course, this time around is COVID. Okay, yeah. So as I mentioned, this is the first time in 3 years I managed to avoid all the way. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started right now. So let me try to share my screen. Okay. Okay, so disclaimer first, whatever I share today is just for education and information purpose. It is not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. Okay, so please do your own due diligence. Alex to be wrong, so this is not a financial advice. Anyway, please give me a like, share, or comments. Hey, sick. So still want to do a Facebook Live for you, because I'm thinking whether to actually to cancel this Facebook Live actually, because down with fever, cough, and everything. But thinking, since I already scheduled it, might as well just do it since I'm not that down so badly yet. So just continue to do it okay. Anyway, just to let you know, actually after tonight, the next 2 weeks I won't be doing Facebook Live because I will be away having a vacation with the family. So I hopefully by this week, right, I can recover, whole family can recover, and then can just fly and have our vacation. Okay, so next 2 weeks don't have so decided I just do it this week okay, to update you guys on some of the market updates and such. Okay, all right, so as usual, Telegram sharing, YouTube channel, everything, Twitter, please subscribe to all this. Okay, so oops, not this one. Yeah, oops, press the wrong thing over here. Easier to see, right? This okay. Okay, so yeah, all right. So I will post the social media links in the comments. Okay, in the chat box. Oh, by the way, I also just changed my laptop. So previously I was using Windows 10. So right now I'm using Windows 11. So yeah, some of the user interface a bit different. So I'm still getting used to it. So previously I was using my laptop. It keep prompting me to upgrade to Windows 11. So I don't want to upgrade because I'm already scared that it will break my computer. Sometimes previously I upgrade to a new version or it broke my laptop, it broke my computer. So I don't want to upgrade. So after that, after about 3 years, I decided to change a new one. So right now I'm doing Windows 11. So a bit not that familiar. Okay, but never mind. I'll do my best. Okay, so let me change my. I think this will be easier to read. Right? Okay, can. Okay, so let's get started now. Seasonal advantage, I won't go through that. Okay, so this one, yeah. Anyway, by the way, today is not actually sponsored by Philip CFD lah, but I think this offer is actually not bad. If you are looking to short any counters, this is especially useful. And okay, judging from the market right now, okay, I think, we are heading into June pretty soon. So I think it could be a good time to look for a shorting opportunity in June, okay? So if you want to go long or go short, okay, a CFD account enables you to do that. And right now, Philip CFD, they have this promotion that is, that's only with me. So of course, you have this, some of the welcome gift bundle if you open an account with MT5. But okay, just for simplicity's sake, if you open a CFD account, okay, just open a CFD account and get a Starbucks gift card, okay, a $10 coffees on me on them, okay. All right, I'll post the link in the comments. All right, very fast over here. Just get through it, okay. So this is the page over here. Nothing to buy, okay. Even no funding is needed also, okay. So they just want you to try out their platform, test it their platform and such. So this is the link that I sent to you. Okay, so everything is by default, everything is done. So just make sure that you have this CFD check. Okay, and then if you are a Singaporean, less than 10 minutes, okay, using the SingPass, and you are done already. Okay. If you are a foreigner, I think you might take maybe only 15 minutes or so to fill up the details. If you're SingPass user, very fast, 5 to 10 minutes and you're done. Okay, so once again, post the link in the comments. Just use this link to open a Philip CFD and a Starbucks gift card. Coffee is on them. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I think let's get started right now. So wait. Okay, so of course, this week, the key economic data, it is actually from the CPI data and also the PPI. CPI is more for retails, okay, and the people who are buying things. PPI is more for the business people. And anyway, it is kind of expected, okay, that either the inflation will be at forecasted at 5% or slightly lower, which is true, okay, at 4.9%. So initially the market actually rally, okay, and then subsequently came back down. Same for PPI, actually, forecast was 0.3%. It is a month on month. This one is year on year. So year on year is 4.9%. Month on month PPI, it is actually actual is 0.2%. So it's actually actual is lesser than what is anticipated. So this is good. Okay. So essentially, I think that the market actually is not so worried about the inflation anymore. So it's more of towards the recession and such. So the market doesn't care much about based on the price action that I see, okay, the movement when it initially started, initially it was quite good, but after that, it just sell off a little bit. But generally, you can see the market, right, it is still ranging right now. So you can see this is the chart, S&P 500, okay, it is still kind of doing a range. Oh, forget to add the thing. I'm trying to manage my extension first. Let's see. Okay, so you can draw or not. Okay, so managed to ping pong, still kind of in a range. So market, it's not so concerned about the SM, not so concerned about the inflation data. Okay, all right. Every broker need us to fund the account. Yes, indeed. Okay, if you want to trade, okay, you have to fund. This one is definitely one of correct. But every broker wants you to have, wants you to, as in every broker wants you to do their business with them. Okay, so they want to test out the platform, everything. Okay, no funding is needed, but you get $10. Okay, but anyway, up to you. Okay, so yeah, this is just a personal arrangement with them. So it is totally free. Just try out their platform and see how it goes. You don't have to fund if you don't want to. Okay, all right. So anyway, so this is yeah. And just to let you know that how many of you think actually last week I mentioned, right, it is not that easy to trade, right? So even though the indices, like the Nasdaq, okay, seems like it's going up, okay. Yeah, the tech stock is going up, the big cap stocks, okay, the mega cap stocks, but generally the rest of the stock, it doesn't seem to be so kind of like a nice trending market. If you think that it is difficult to trade, right, once again, just type yes in the comment, just like instantly. So last week I actually mentioned already. So you guys mentioned that not that easy to trade, right? Yes, right. So only the big cap stocks are generally moving. Okay, correct or not? Is it yes or no? Can you just engage with me? I'm a sick, so just entertain me for a while. Okay, not that easy. Actually, not that easy. So even some of the stocks that I do, even though like if you don't enter into the mega cap tech stocks, right, then generally they don't really move. Like AMD, Nvidia, I think they move quite a bit, but the rest, kind of are flattish. Okay, all right. So, all right. So just let you know, the 8 mega cap stocks have generated almost all the S&P 7% return this year. Okay, with the tech businesses comprising half of them, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and so this I got this data from somewhere else, okay, but generally it is true. So you can see that the S&P 500, this is the S&P 500 over here. Let me do a candlestick, okay? Okay, so this is the start of the year, is 2023, right? So somewhere around here, okay? So if we go through, it's about, yeah, it's about 8%, 7%, that kind, okay? So it's about 8%. So while the S&P is up 8% this year, okay, but the equal weighted S&P 500, okay, has produced almost no return this year, okay? So you can see that the equal weighted is RSP, RSP meaning that, you know, every single stock is just weighted 0.2%. Okay, all right. So whether you're Amazon or the number or the 500 in the list, right, you are still given 0.2% weightage. So 0.2%, 0.2%, okay, times 500 stocks. Okay, actually there's a few more because of the different class, but just treat as 500 stocks. Okay, total is 100%. So every single stock is just given a weightage of 0.2%. We can see that, you know, for the RSP equal weight, it is actually flat. Huh? Can you see that over here? It started at somewhere around here. Okay, so it's here. So it's flat. So no much return. So if you trade generally the bigger cap stock S&P 500, the 500 stocks are generally, you know, a lot of them are not moving that much. Okay, all right. So yeah. So I want to share with you this chart, this site over here, six charts. So I mentioned before. So I want to send it to you guys in the chat box over here. Okay, so this is the weight analysis I mentioned before already lah. Okay, so I just to go through quickly. So as I mentioned, equal weight 0.2% or the individual stocks. But can you see that if you is a you know market weighted S&P is market weighted so which means that the bigger company has a lot of weightage. So the top 50 company, okay, already accounted for about more than about 55% of the S&P 500. Okay, and then companies like, for example, like Apple is accounting for 7% already. Okay, Microsoft 6%, Amazon 3%, Nvidia 2%. So basically, Apple and Microsoft accounted 13% of the S&P 500. So basically, if the Apple and Microsoft, you know, they go up, a very good chance that the S&P 500 will go up as well. Okay, everything clear? If everything okay, just type okay in the comments. All right. So talking about the market graph, how do you know that the market, it is actually not moving that much for some of the stocks? Of course, you know, there are certain industry that can move. For example, like biotech, they are moving quite well. Some of the, you know, home builders, they are moving quite okay as well. But generally, okay, if you really trade some of the stocks, it doesn't really move that much. Okay, all right. So think at the market breadth, can look at the ADL. So this is the S&P 500 over here. S&P 500. Okay, let's do a naked chart. Okay, go to the settings. You type ADL advanced decline line. Okay, this is advanced decline line. Basically, this is a market breadth to see. This is the New York Stock Exchange to see how is the overall market, the number of advances versus the number of decliners. Okay, all right. So this is called the advanced decline line over here. So if you add in, generally you can see that, you know, while the market, it is kind of flattish over here, right? Kind of flattish over here, right? Flattish, okay. You can see that at the top, okay, resistance over here. The AD line is actually coming down already. Okay, it's coming down. It's coming down. So it's coming down. So the market breadth overall is not that good, other than some of the mega cap stocks. Okay, all right. There is, I think I saw a comment a bit long, so let me read through later. So let me go through first. Okay, so but okay, even though short term the market breadth is actually not too good. All right, but I mentioned in my Twitter also that the VBX ratio actually is still holding pretty well. In fact, the VB ratio today, it is actually up 1.74%. Okay, it is up 1.74%. This is a live VBX ratio because I'm using the stockcharts.com. But if you're using the trading view, all right, the VBX ratio over here, it is still positive, okay, but it is a bit lagging now, okay. All right, so I mentioned in my Twitter over here, okay, Twitter over here that is it here? All right, so I mentioned that the VBX ratio has returned to its near high, okay, to its near its high, while the S&P fund remains flat. But so I think that the VBX ratio, it is telling the truth lah. Okay, VVIX over VIX ratio, it is one of the market internals that I look at. Market internals, for those who don't know, it is looking beneath the surface and see how is the overall market. It doesn't have to use stocks, can use volatility and all kind of things to check the health of the market as a whole. Okay, so VVIX over VIX ratio is something that I use. Okay, can you see that okay, let's do this on the chart right now. So let me go to a template over here, the VVIX over VIX ratio over here. Okay, so this is the VVIX over S&P 500. So this line chart over here, can you see that the bottom one is S&P 500 over here. Okay, can you see that it is actually kind of stuck in a range over here. Okay, it didn't make a new high, while the VVIX ratio has already broken this high over here. Okay, has broken this high over here and then continue higher. So in the long run, okay, not very long. Okay, in the midterm, maybe 3 to 6 months, I believe the market still have the room to go higher. Okay, still have room to go higher. Because I believe that VVIX ratio, it is actually telling the truth. It's just like previously, when the market, it is undergoing a downturn. Okay, can you see that this is the 2022, okay, market start to have a correction, right? As in a decline, right? This is a decline, more than 20%. Can you see that while the market continue to climb up, okay, all right, this VVIX over VIX ratio is already started to decline, so there's a divergence. So in a way that this is also a divergence. So while the market, it is like going down a little bit, okay, or flat, the VVIX is actually going higher up. So there's a divergence as well. Okay, so midterm, 3 to 6 months, I believe, okay, the market can continue to go higher. And as I mentioned, right, this is the S&P 500. I believe that the October, it is the low over here. Of course, the market can still do a correction like that, okay, and then go up again. So generally, I think that we are still in a bull market, just that the October low should be a bottom for now. Okay, all right, okay, so but correction is still possible. Don't assume that Alex said that, hey, midterm 3 to 6 months is pretty good. You just rocket all the way. Correction is still possible. Okay, so we have to see how the market is doing right now along the way. Okay, all right. So this is the thing is what to look at. Another thing that you can look at, is actually RSP over SPY. Okay, RSP over SPY, which I mentioned before. Okay, all right. So RSP over SPY over here. Let me go back to the naked chart over here. RSP over SPY. So this is the ratio, okay, between the equal weight index versus the SPY, okay, the market weight index. So you understand, right? So RSP over SPY. So basically, if RSP is a ratio, right, this is a ratio. So if RSP, okay, is outperforming the SPY, okay, all right, which means that a lot of some of the smaller cap or mid cap, they are participating, they are outperforming the bigger ones, okay, because they are all equal weight, correct or not? If the RSP is down, okay, which means that only the SPY is outperforming the RSP, okay, so basically all right, can understand. So can you see that for the since the start of the January this year, in fact, it is the bigger cap has been outperforming the smaller cap, which means that the small cap either they just move a little bit, okay, or didn't outperform the S&P 500. Of course, we know that right now the S&P 500, a lot of things are the mega cap, the tech, okay, and it is going down, okay. So initially, I thought that market can do a bounce over here, all right, market can do a bounce over here, can do a bounce over this, is that it has respected this trend line, all right, respected trend line over here, okay, this channel over here. So initially I thought it could respect it, but right now it seems that it has broken below, okay. So this lead to a crucial point for the next 1 to 2 weeks or so, all right, which means that there's either, okay, the small cap did a false breakout and then reverse back up again, okay, within the next 1 to 3 weeks or so. That's the maximum. Okay, if it is a false breakout, it should okay immediately do a U-turn pretty soon. So within the next 1 to 3 weeks, it should hit back up. Okay, if not, then which means that we are in a kind of a correction mode, okay, not very good. So the rest of the stocks, they are not participating at all, only the big caps. All right, which lead to the question is that, what could happen within the next, okay, maybe 1 to 3 weeks. All right, okay, can 1 to 2 weeks. What could happen within the next 1 to 2 weeks? Okay, so I seriously do not know. Okay, so rotation to small caps, all right, or a broad market correction. Which one do you think is happen? Okay, if it's a rotation to the small cap, which means that the small cap will start to go higher, okay, while the big cap will just go a bit lower, the big cap lower, okay, or maintain or do some correction, while the small cap can go a little bit higher, or think there's a broad market correction. If you think it's a rotation to a small cap, just type R in the comments. If you think that it is a broad market correction, just type C in the comments. Okay, let me take a Darius comments right now. Growth stock has quite hard for this, even though the index still range bound. For long who doesn't want to buy this stock, is it best to wait for the drop or just buy? Is it like to have a pullback? I didn't really check out the D-Docs. Okay, let me check. Data docs, right? Data docs. It is not too bad, okay, but overall, I think I wouldn't be buying this for long term. So overall, long term, it is okay. Still not that good. Okay, so okay, still not too bad. Okay, still not too bad because 2-day time frame it has actually broken above the cloud, but it is not in my radar. So I can't advise Darius you. I can't advise whether to hold long term or what. But if you are talking for a short term position, like swing trading or position trading, okay, I think like right now it is overextended lah. So I don't like to chase lah. Okay, I do not like to chase that. I would like to have a pullback. I like to buy low, sell high lah. Okay, buy low, okay, sell high. So need to have pullback. I'm not a breakout trader, so I prefer to price to have some pullback. I don't want to chase. Okay, long term I cannot advise you because I don't really understand their businesses, how they do and such lah. Okay, all right. So most of you think that have a correction. So actually very little participation only. There's 200 of you here. 200 of you here, so little only. Just type R or C lah. Just entertain me a bit lah. Okay, at least also tell Facebook and YouTube that you want to see more market-wise content in the future. Because if you don't engage me, they think that you're not interested, and eventually, they will not show any of our content on your feed already. Okay, whether you are thinking it's a correction or there's a rotation to a small cap. Okay, so personally, actually a lot of you think the correction. Okay, the answer I think is to me is I don't know also. Okay, I know you all don't like this answer, but the answer is I really don't know. Okay, so in fact I actually have a position in IWM. I mentioned actually last week, right? So I mentioned to you guys that I have a position. Okay, so yeah, I'm right now under water, slightly underwater. My stop was 169.52. Entry was this horizontal line 173.54. So I actually mentioned this. Okay, so this was what I posted last week. Okay, so 173.55354. Okay, so last week, so it's slightly underwater. Okay, but I won't be adding more kind of stocks position. So sometimes stocks, okay, equity stocks, so whatever industry you can think is energy lah, consumer discretionary lah, defensive lah, comms lah, tech lah, they are still all stocks. So if stocks can be a little bit tricky, then don't need to die just trade stocks 不用硬要 trade okay 股票 okay trade other kind of sectors or commodities or industry. Okay, so this is just one small part of my position. Okay, so as I mentioned last week, I mentioned that I also traded actually TLT short. Okay, TLT short over here, right? So I mentioned last week this is 4th of May. Okay, so this is 2:55. That is actually our Singapore time, about 2 a.m. All right, so TLT over here, this is doing not too well. Not too bad, doing pretty well. Okay, so can you see that I actually shorted this at 105.46. Okay, 105.46 over here, right? So it is here. Okay, it is here. All right. So after that, which is 4th of May, it is here. Okay, I shorted this candle over here. All right, somewhere around here, and then price went down over here. Okay, all right, I exited on this bar over here. Okay, you ask me, hey Alex, well, how come we can pick the low and exit over here? Okay, it partly is lucky lah. Okay, secondly is based on seasonal. There's a short time frame that the seasonal here it is actually down. Okay, and then from the 10th of May onwards, right, the seasonal is actually up. All right, so I actually exit based on the season. I think that, hey, actually the profit is not too bad already, so I decided to exit. Okay, and then next day there is a wash and rinse pattern again. Okay, in fact the seasonals for treasury, the TLT treasury bonds is not too bad also. So in fact I went for a long again. I went for a long again. So can you see that? Oh, not here. This is another trade I did. Okay, so these are real trade. These are real trade. So can see no house sale one. So can see that can see the date 10 of which is actually 9 Singapore time. Okay, 9 of May, which is 10 of May 1 a.m. which is actually is 9 of May okay. So 104015. Okay, 104015. 10410 is it? Okay, somewhere around there lah. Okay, somewhere around here lah. Okay, somewhere around here. So I long over here on this bar over here. Okay, sorry, it's 10. Okay, 10. So it is here. Okay, I long over here, and then initially it went up. So right now still a little bit underwater, but I'm still in a profitable position. So seasonal wise, you can see that TLT it is actually not too bad. So I shall show you over here. So stockchart.com, this is ACP. Williams over here. The treasury bonds. Okay, so this is the seasonals for treasury bonds over here. All right, so I should just remove this. Okay, height. Okay, so can you see that price starting to go down? This is a seasonal. Okay, and then starting price is starting to go higher. So somewhere until end of the month, until about 31st of May, until end of month, generally the seasonal for treasury bonds is actually not too bad. Okay, for the bonds are not too bad. All right, so you can watch out for it. Again, I'm not asking you to go and buy now. You might be a little bit too late. So this again are based on seasonals. Okay, I have this seasonal advantage. Okay, all right. So later I got time I explain again. All right, this is a report where I show you what are some of the dates you can enter or exit. Of course, you still have to depend on the price action. Doesn't mean that you just hold for the period. Okay, all right. So anyway, yeah, this is the seasonal pattern over here, which lead to okay, all right. Yeah, what did I do? Yeah, okay. Fed pauses are based on fundamentals, as in the data. Fed pause are also a boon for long duration treasury bonds. Of course, the seasonal wise from the 10th of May to the 31st of May, all right, it is 85% of the time, okay, it is positive. It closed higher for the month of May for the past 13 years. Okay, all right. So this is one true idea. Okay, again, I'm not asking you to buy. All right, just to let you know that this is seasonal. You can watch out for this and such. Okay, if you understand what I'm trying to say, just type TLT in the comments. All right, just type TLT in the comments. And if you look at the chart itself, if you look at the S&P 500, S&P 500, if you add in the Fed fund 500 over here. So do the weekly chart over here. Okay, so this is the weekly chart over here. All right. So this is the S&P 500 over here. Ignore the line, not important. Can you see that every time no, I'm going to show the TLT. Sorry, paiseh. I'm going to show the TLT TLT 500 over here. All right, so this is the TLT Treasury bonds over here. So the data backs until early 2000, 2000, okay, so about 30 years. Okay, you can see that every time, the Fed fund, which is basically the interest rate, okay, right now we kind of hitting the terminal rate already. Am I saying that? Hitting terminal rate already. So we are, most likely the Fed will at least pause at 5.25%, 5% to 5.25%. Correct or not? This is the terminal rate. I think if you're watching the news and if you're watching the Fed, right, about 5.25%. Every time they pause, okay, can you see that every time they pause, time to pause, right? Time to pause, the treasury bonds, okay, you start to go higher. Okay, of course, not rocket all the way. Sometimes they are no correction, okay. They are correction also over here, but generally you can see that system go down, okay, go up, and at the start of pause, really at the start of the pause, right, you can see that treasury bonds, go up. All right, and the next one it is actually here also. You can see over here, the moment it paused, terminal rate is there. Okay, you can see over here, the treasury bonds start to go higher also. All right, and then right now we are also at this juncture in time where the Fed has already kind of prepped us that we are in a terminal rate situation. Okay, it could go a little higher, but I think for now it could pause. So if it just pause like that, okay, there's a chance that the treasury bonds can go up like that because the market, okay, is moving ahead of us, within the next 6 months to 1 year or so. All right, or within the next 6 months or so. They're always anticipating what's going to happen in the next 6 months, ahead of 6 months, which means that the market are pricing in, okay, that the Fed could lower interest rate, okay, in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter of the year, all right, which means that, okay, you guys should know that treasury bonds and EU, right, interest rate has an inverse relationship, which means that, okay, the bond price go up, all right, EU, okay, the interest rate, all right, the EU, the interest rate will go down, all right, the interest rate will go down. So this is an inverse relationship, which means that if the treasury bonds go higher, the market is anticipating that, the interest rate will come down, all right. So is this something, interesting to you guys or not? If yes, okay, if interesting, right, have you monitored this Fed fund? Okay, I think if you look back for even longer data, it is almost the same as well. If interesting, just type yes in the comments. Type yes in the comments. Okay. So you don't have to, just die in just trade stocks. Okay, can trade. Of course, TLT is listed on the US stock exchange, but you're talking about the, asset classes. You can trade other things like, commodities, forex, bonds, on bonds. As long as there's opportunity, okay, it is fine. Just treat TLT as, to me, just treat TLT, all right, as a stock lah. You understand what I'm saying or not? Okay, imagine this is like, I don't know, this is like, imagine this is C limited lah, cannot? Imagine this is C, or Shopee C limited lah, not always come down and ping pong like that, cannot? C also like that, cannot? C limited, right? It's the same one, okay? Coming down and go up like that one, cannot? So just treat treasury bonds like a stock lah, cannot? Right? So just look for some of the seasonals. I think will help you. All right, and then I hope that's okay. Then yeah. So as mentioned, right? Okay, heard the field sound at your side. Is it? I didn't. All right, I didn't log into the broker account yet. Okay, I think should be WhatsApp. Is it or what? All right. Anyway, yeah. So Joe said, if bonds go up also means stock and interest. No, okay. The relationship sometimes you'll be broken one. It doesn't mean that you go up and all the way. So previously, it is inverse relationship, but it's not always like that. Okay, so it's kind of dynamic. Okay, so don't assume that actually previously it is stocks go up, bonds go down. All right. So after that, the relationship change, everything go down also. So okay, in short, okay, don't have this fixated view that or they are inverse relationship or they are correlated. So yeah, it is always dynamic. It can always go up together or go down together, or one go up and one go down. All right, can. All right. So what could happen within the next 1 to 2 weeks? So even though I say that I have no idea, but generally, okay, I am more careful, okay, towards the buying side, which means that I don't be so aggressive into buying into all the stocks right now, okay. So, and a lot of these mega cap stocks they have some of my reversal star signal over here. So which are the mega cap stocks? Mega cap stocks like Apple over here, Apple, AAPL, Apple over here. Okay, so Apple over here. So Apple, right? So it is has a 6% weightage on the S&P 500. Okay, and it has a star signal right now. This is a weekly chart. Okay, it has a star signals right now. Okay, so which means that is there a potential chance that within the next 1 to 3 weeks or so, the Apple will come down? Okay, I don't know. This one I don't know, but judging from the prior price action, the reversal star signal, this is star signal, it came down. This one didn't catch the exact top over here. After 1 or 2 weeks, the price started to come down again. Okay, this one also same. Okay, it didn't catch the exact top, but after that, a few weeks later, it was the top and then started come down again. So the market can still continue to go higher. All right, maybe I don't know, maybe until until June or so. It's still about 2 to 3 weeks to go until June. So maybe perhaps like this. Okay, go a little bit more and then come back down. So I'll be more careful towards the long. It doesn't mean that next week price will go down. It can still go a little bit. Okay, because this is a weekly chart. It takes time. It takes time for the price action to work out. Okay. But generally, Christopher, okay, May, as I mentioned last week, right, May is actually not the most bearish month. In fact, June is more bearish than May. May is still generally okay. Okay, so it should be sell in June and go away. So that's why I say that June, you guys should be a little bit more careful in June. Okay, so I don't know. So but I'll be more careful on going long. So don't be so aggressive. Keep buying all the thing. So you can see that Apple, all the big tech has been going up from quite amazingly up, incredibly up. So we have to be careful. So which one the next one? So like for example, Microsoft, MSFT over here. Yeah, it has also a star signal right now. It also a star signal right now. Okay, but okay, it doesn't mean that it has to be immediate. The previous one was actually here. In 2021 June. Once again, after the star signal show, Microsoft continued to go a little bit higher and then price came down. Again, I'm going to stress that it doesn't mean that it will crash. It doesn't mean that it will crash. This star signal doesn't tell you the magnitude. Okay? It tells you that there's a potential reversal, but it doesn't tell you the magnitude. So you will know that it is like just a 1 or 2 weeks correction and then hit it out again. Or it could be a massive all the way correction. Nobody knows. Okay, but just be careful. Okay, right? It doesn't tell you the magnitude. All right. So what else? The Amazon. Okay, Amazon. Okay, so right now it also has a star signal over here at this point in time. Okay, yeah, it looks low over here, but there's a star signal over here. Okay, and then the prior one was actually here also. Okay, all right, not the exact top, but pretty near. Okay, so after another 1 or 3 weeks or so, price has a correction. So you can see that the correction is 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. 4 weeks of correction. Okay, so it doesn't tell you the magnitude. All right, so NVIDIA, Mary's asking NVIDIA, right? So NVIDIA, I think nothing. I think I checked nothing. So, but generally you can see that the bigger one, like the Microsoft, Apple, they have a star signal coming up. So, be careful. Okay, so there's a chance that if the big cap start to fall, then even a small cap will also continue to fall also. So, even worse. Okay, so just be careful on don't be too aggressive. All right, everything okay? Everything type okay? Just type okay in the comments. Okay, so this is a good question, Hawk. Okay, good question, good question. So I'm waiting for people to ask this question. Just I mentioned that VBX, it seems strong. Okay, I say that within the next 3 to 6 months, it could be going higher, right? Well, then the large cap stocks are potentially showing weakness. Okay, which Q could we take? Again, okay, I mentioned, right, it doesn't mean that, like Apple show a star signal over here. It doesn't mean that it has to come down. Okay, it's just to be careful. It can just, maybe a correction for 1 to 2 weeks, that kind of short correction, and then price can back down again. Okay, but overall, in the grand scheme of thing, within the next 3 or 6 months, I think the market still can continue to go higher, which means that, for example, like the S&P 500, okay, so right now it's like this. Right now it's like this. This is a weekly chart. This is a weekly chart. Okay, this is a weekly chart. So in the grand scheme of things, okay, maybe I don't know. Starting in June, okay, it could just do a correction like that. Okay, all right, and then after that, market continue to go higher. Okay, can. So yeah, so short term, it can be short term within the next 1 to 4 weeks could be bearish, but subsequently it is price continue to go higher, and which I think that the October is the low over here lah. Okay, and GOOG I have or not? Did I check or not? GOOG. GOG, I think don't have also. I'm not too sure, but I think don't have. But doesn't matter lah. So, all in all, just be careful of some of the big caps over here because they have some of the star signal over here. Fantastic. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so sector wise. Okay, so again, based on the seasonals, right? Okay, I mentioned in my Facebook Live, which are the sectors that's losing momentum. Losing momentum, okay. Which you think is which sector? Excel what? I already given you the answer already, right? What is the sector? Excel, what's the alphabet? Can somebody type in the comments or not? Which is losing momentum. Okay, the answer is XLK lah, okay? Which I think that you guys should be careful. The big cap XLK over here. You guys should be careful, okay? Starting to lose momentum, okay? Energy has been coming down for quite some time already, okay? Mary, okay? It's K, it's starting to lose momentum. So if you look at this XLK over here, so let's go back to a daily time frame, all right? Even if you add in a normal RSI indicator, right? Simple one, okay? I can see that while the market is continue to grinding to a high over here, market is grinding to a high, okay? The RSI indicator is starting to show divergence really. So just be careful on that, and coupled with the fact that I say that, there could be a correction, there's a star signal, and the big tech has moved quite a bit already, and moving into June, there could be a correction and such, right? So has to be a bit careful on some of these tech stocks, okay? Not a time to be so aggressively long over here, okay? And then the sectors over here, sorry, not sector, this is industry, okay? For the past about 1 month or so, maybe 3 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks or so, start of 10th of May to 23rd of May, for the past 15 years, it is down for the past 15 years. Sorry, it is down for the past 15 years. It closed lower for the past 15 years. 80% of time it is down. Okay, any idea what industry is that? This is the ETF Lab. Any idea? XH what? H what? Okay, these are based on seasonal. Seasonal doesn't mean that you'll be 100% 报价. It's always soon, but at least leave the guideline to be so aggressive in going long on certain industry and such. Okay, got any idea or not? XH what? Okay, all right, this is actually SHB lah. Okay, this is the home builders. I mentioned at the start, right? Home builders is actually doing not too bad recently, right? Home builders ETF over here. So can you see the SHB, Wilson, correct? SHB, yeah, SHB, correct. So SHB, naked chart over here. Okay, so SHB, well, actually not too bad, Well, the market is like flat, okay? But the market is flat for the past March, from now it is actually going up all the way. So right now, yeah, if you thinking, oh, I want to chase the super strong one, sometimes it's so strong that right now you need to tarik it. Okay, so SHB is something that I won't be touching right now. The home builders. Okay, so just be a little bit careful. So I don't know what happened, but based on seasonals, 80% of the times it is closed lower for the past, in the month of May, right, from 10th of May to 23rd of May. Another one is, I think it's ITB. Okay, ITB is also home construction, very similar. So be careful on the ITB. Okay, everything on clear on these sectors that I will try to avoid. Okay, is XHB. Okay, just type XHB in the comments. Everything okay or not? Are you guys learning something new, some trade ideas from you guys? Okay, all right. If you think that it is good, okay, just type letter G in the comments. So I'll take a break first. Sometimes in trading, okay, don't always be looking at alpha. Okay, sometimes it is also good, okay, to how to say, don't make so many mistakes. Okay, sometimes don't make so many mistakes can help you to increase your portfolio return. Okay, don't make stupid mistake. It can help you a lot. Right? So in this case, if I already know that, for example, technology stock could be losing momentum. Okay, SHB is could be losing momentum. Then I don't be so aggressive going long. Okay, I don't have to always keep looking for profit, looking for alpha. Okay, just don't make stupid mistake. Okay, so don't be so aggressive. Okay, you can just start it for a while. Don't buy all these stocks for a while and chill. Okay, and that could help you increase your portfolio. Okay, can all right. A lot of times in trading, it's like, oh, to make stupid mistake. I'm not sure about you. Sometimes, after I FOMO, kanchong, FOMO. I want to go into that trade. Okay. All right. Then enter already. I get stop out. Then looking back, okay, I shouldn't be entering that trade or such. In other words, I shouldn't be making this stupid mistake. All right. Don't make stupid mistake. Don't be FOMO and do this kind of thing. Right. Ken? All right. You agree with me? Okay. All right, if you agree, okay, you can just entertain me agree. Just type agree in the comments or just type A in the comments. Right? Don't make stupid mistake. Okay? Don't make stupid mistake. Very important over here. Again, even though I say that, I still make stupid mistake. I just try to make lesser stupid mistake. Okay? All right. Looking that, okay. Crypto wise, another one, crypto for the market internals. So as I mentioned a lot of times, for crypto, it tends to lead the equities market. It's a correlation with the equities market. So right now, crypto, it is actually not in the best spot right now. So crypto today is down 2.2% for Bitcoin. Ethereum is down 1.2%. So yeah. So I mentioned previously, so I traded at the institutional level. I traded at about 20,000. 20,000 is somewhere around here. Okay, enter here. Okay, and then go higher over here. Okay, and then started to come down already. In fact, okay, I actually initiated a short over here, somewhere around here. I really shorted at the high. Okay, I shorted at the high. Okay, thinking that price can come back down. But okay. It has a very strong reversal back up. I was so scared. So eventually, I also exited my position. So my profit is actually a little only. I didn't lose money, but it is just a little. So in hindsight, okay, I should have held all the way okay. But it is not easy to hold. Okay, it is not easy to hold because the position is leveraged. It's not leveraged. It's not leveraged, but it's quite big. It's not leveraged, but it's quite big. Okay, all right. Because this is trading at the institutional level, okay? All right, so I also don't want to make stupid mistake, okay? Instead of trying to think how much money I can make if it just came down, I have to stop making stupid mistake, okay? So yeah, even though I exit the position with just a small profit, eventually price go down, but I'm glad that I didn't make stupid mistake. What if the price didn't continue to go down like that, okay, and just boom like that, okay? I could be turning a profitable position to a losing position. Correct or not? All right. So don't make stupid mistake. Okay. So right now, of course, as I mentioned, I said already. So right now, this is coming down. So it's looking not too good on the equities market as well. So be careful also. All right. Okay. So yeah. So that's about that. But don't go away first, okay? So I just want to share with you that, you know, these are the things, okay? Anything else you want to ask me to share with you guys, or to share as in to go through with you guys. But before that, okay, I just want to go through with you the Twitter also, Twitter. So again, okay, sometimes don't have to just trade US stocks lah, okay? Don't have to trade US stocks. There are other things to trade. Can trade countries, okay? Countries, thematic. All right. So see this one. I took the trade today. 10. Not today. As in I posted this on May of 6. May of 6 over here. Time frame 9 of May to 30th of May. Okay. 10 years. Win rate 90%. For the past 10 years, it closed high in the month of May. All right. This is the solar ETF over here. All right. I posted this on May of 6. No house one. May of 6. Okay. May of 6. So 10. Solar 10. Okay. So 10. Wow. Fantastic, man. I see at the right time. This one. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I enter my position here. Need to hold on for a while. Exit at this central pivot range. Can you see the central pivot range is acting zun at the resistance level? Can you see or not? Okay. So I posted here for 10. This is a solar team. Again, this is based on seasonals. You still have to look through the seasonal. Doesn't mean that every single thing I mentioned will be like you sure what sure bao jiao. So you have to look through and see the price action. So it's up 5%, exit, and 1.5R. Another one that I mentioned that of course it's our winning trade. I will show you the losing trade or not so well one. Okay, the losing another reason one is actually the Vietnam. Okay, Vietnam. I don't think you guys know about this ETF, right? So the Vietnam ETF is VNN. Okay, VNN. Just type VNN in the comments. At least you know something today. VNN, Vietnam ETF. So based on seasonals, actually Vietnam ETF in the month of May is actually not too bad. But I mentioned that I didn't actually, I will review the exact date of the seasonal lah. Okay, so I say that, don't be afraid to trade country specific or uncommon ETF over here. So this is a 2-day chart. Okay, so seasonal May is pretty good. Okay, so yeah, this is so quick. I held for 2 days only. Okay, so DVN 2 days 1.5R profit. 1.5R means that let's say for example, I risk $100, I get back $150. I risk $1,000, I get back $1,500. Okay, so you can see that VNM today, okay, for the market is down, VN is still up. Okay, I entered on this day over here based on seasonal. Okay, based on seasonals. Okay, and then pop go all the way up. All right, I exited already, Henry. I exited already. Okay, I exited already. So I mentioned in the Twitter. Okay, that was a quick win. Exited with 1.5R. Okay, so again, I don't try to hold for the full seasonal because there are a lot of opportunities. Okay, don't be afraid of that. There's no opportunity. So any time, okay, I have a 1.5R profit, I'll be happy to take. Okay, I just need to keep repeating this again and again. All right. Okay, and okay, what else? Another one, I show the winning one first. Okay, I show the winning one first. Okay, I show the winning one first. So, IONQ. Okay, so I think that price could continue to get higher. Okay, also exited at the pivot point over there. Okay, IONQ. So you can see that IONQ over here. Today is down a lot. Okay, down 11%. Because my earnings is down. So I enter somewhere around here. Okay, exited at the central pivot range over here. Okay, about 1.3, 1.5, 1.5R. Okay, of course, you ask me, hey, what if you still hold on to it? Okay, you can get a lot more, but normally I just exit everything one shot. Okay, all right, so I that's my style. Of course, you can look to exit partially or what, but generally I find that every time I exit partially, it will come back hit my stop loss one. So no point. So I just exit 1.5R, exit, happy with the profit, and I just take. Okay, right. So in hindsight, it is a good one because it's an earnings, so I don't to take also. Okay, so this is one example, but these are also based on seasonals plus. I think not this is not based on seasonals. This is based on price action only. Okay, all right. And then what else? Okay, so I think about there lah. Okay, So I'm going to show you one not so good one. Okay, not every trade I did is profitable. So another one I think is Henry. Okay, he also in SMH semicon, right? Okay, so SMH, the semicon ETF, it is actually not doing so well, but the seasonals, okay, from the 9th of May to 23rd of May, okay, a short time frame this month, okay, for the past 10 years, 80% of the time it is positive. So for SMH, this sign is actually not doing so well. It's still in a range over here, ping pong, but my stop is somewhere at the bottom here. So, I'm still holding on. If it get hit, okay, then I'll just exit. So it is just another trade for me, no big deal, okay? So this is not so good. Doesn't mean everything I trade is profitable, can or not, okay? Another one that I want to share with you, it is actually, which one? Kingsoft. Okay, Kingsoft. Okay, this is ADI. This is actually is a Hong Kong stock. Kingsoft. Actually, in fact, the the software WPS, if I'm not mistaken, WPS Office is by Kingsoft. Okay, WPS is by Kingsoft. Okay, it's by Kingsoft. It is by Kingsoft. Okay, it's by Kingsoft. This is the Office alternative Kingsoft software. Is it Kingsoft or not? Kingsoft Office. Right. So in fact, I'm using this Kingsoft. Right. Anyway, sidetrack a bit, not important. But anyway, Kingsoft, I thought that price came down, potentially could go a bit higher up. Okay. All right, at the central pivot range, below that, but above the yearly CPR and also the Ichimoku cloud. So the Kingsoft KC over here, Kingsoft Cloud Holding. Yeah, so today is not too well, so it's coming down. So yeah, I think most likely I will get stop up somewhere at the low over here. I think somewhere at the low over here. Okay, with some buffer lah. So we'll see how it goes. So again, so it is just part and parcel of trading. So there'll be winners, there'll be losers and such. So as long as the expectancy is good, okay, you have positive expectancy. All right. So for me, it's 1.5R. Okay. So just you need 50% right, you can still make money one. Okay. So is it transparent enough or not? So some trade I done, okay. So of course, not all trades that I show, not all charts that I show in Twitter, I will take all the trade. So don't be mistaken saying that Alex showed he must be traded. It might not be. I just show you sometimes for fun, sometimes for education knowledge. But a lot of times when I show, I do trade. Okay, I do trade. So you guys can take a look. Okay. So is it good or not? So this is some of my trades ideas over here. If you think it's okay, good, just type good in the comments. Okay. Just to share ideas and such. Not all trades are profitable. Okay. Not all trades are profitable, but okay. But okay, I want to go through this also this seasonal thing. So a lot of things I use is based on this seasonal advantage. So I have so I think quite a number of you bought it, but for those who don't have, okay, all these seasonal data numbers, I got it from this seasonal advantage. This is my offer, my product over here. Okay, all right. So this is seasonal advantage over here, and it's actually for the April to the month of June. So this report it is only for April to June. So of course April is already gone. 1 month is already gone. Okay, you might think that hey, April gone already. Then like lugi leh, bohua only for May, and for June only. But it is not. Don't think of this way lah. Okay, think of it that just one trade can help you take back the so-called the report fee already. So the report fee is actually not expensive lah. 149. I'll give you a coupon code 129 because there are still a quite a number of you. After that, I ended the coupon code in April. There are still quite a number of Alex, can extend the coupon code, no? So but I didn't. So after that, I think I actually can actually just one trade can make back the money really. I believe most of you guys, if you lose one trade, it is definitely lose more than negative $100. Correct or not? Tiobo? If correct, just type yes. Just type yes in the comment. Definitely more than $100 one. Correct or not? One trade you lose $100 one. So if you add in a coupon code, okay, okay, it is actually May off, right, for 23% off. Okay, so you have all the data over here. So I will show you the April one. So you can just do this April one. So let me show you the April one. So since April, it is already gone over here. Let me remove this. I will show you how the report look like. Okay, I'll show you how the report look like. So I have a feel on how it look like. Okay, so this is this is for the April. Okay, so how to remove that? Never mind. Okay, so this is for the month of April over here. This is for the month of April over here. Seasonal vantage. I'm sorry, we just post the link over here. Okay, let's see. Okay, seasonal vantage. The link is not showing. I should just do that. Okay, let me see can work or not. I post the link. Hey, how come cannot work? Yeah, sorry. Let me try. Cannot. Should work, right? Can see, right? You guys can see, right? Okay, can. Okay. So this is how the report like. There are a lot of data. So I try to be as inclusive as possible. So no need just stocks, ETF, different country one. So again, it doesn't mean that you have to you have to you have to you have to buy from 3rd to 27th April, that kind of things. No. Okay, so you just have to how to say, keep it as a focus list, so you know at least what to watch out for. So at least like for example, okay, this is maybe for the maybe the mid April. Then you can see that, hey, actually what else? Semicon is not too bad. This semicon one, semicon it is I thought I saw semicon one, SOXX. Okay, semicon. Okay, 21st of April to 7. These are some of the more typical one. Okay, more common one, like for example SOXX over here. Okay, it's still not too bad in April one. Okay, so in April, okay, late April, okay, and then what else? Oil and all this. Okay, fur, not too bad. Like 25th of April to 8 June, just randomly choose. Okay, I actually mentioned that in the email to my subscriber. Okay, fur is like PHO is over here. Okay, right, it's also not too bad one. Okay, it's also not too bad one. All right, so not too bad one. So these are based on seasonal. It's something that you will get if you purchase this report. Again, I'm not teaching you a course. This is not a course. This is just data for you. This is data for you. You still have to decide which ETF or which stocks to trade. Okay, right? Again, I need to repeat. This is not a course. This is just data for you. I don't give you trade signal. So you have to watch it yourself. But at least give you a very focused list. Okay. So actually, I would say that this is actually meant for intermediate to advanced trader. You already have a strategy. You know how to enter, how to exit, that kind. Okay. All right. And you have your own setup and such, but you just want to give you that additional edge. Okay. Focus list, what to focus on. Then this is very good for you. All right. Okay. If you choose the 100%, no, 100% doesn't mean that it is going to be 100% this for this year also. I think they are 100%, but it doesn't mean. Okay, again, seasoners are not 包家 one. Okay, it just give you some probability historical data that it can help you. Okay, all right, can. So yeah, so for the stocks one, it looks something like this lah. Okay, for the stocks one, it looks something like this. Okay, so again, a lot of pages. I'm just showing you the April one. Okay, so let's say for example, that hey, maybe I also again try to be more inclusive, as many stocks as possible. Okay, but with those very high percentage probability. Okay, based on historical data. All right, but with different sectors and industry. So again, I need to put in so much is because, okay, at that point in time, I don't know which sector or which industry could be running. Okay, so let's say for example, maybe in the month of April, let's say for example, maybe industrial is running, so you can focus on the industrial stocks, for example. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, all right, so you get what I'm trying to say or not? So these are the lists that you'll be getting. This is the month of April. Okay, so you have a 23% off, so which means that if you go through here, all right, if you enter the coupon code buy now 149 plus the ETF stocks plus ETF. Okay, so if you put in the May off over here, you just apply. So it's only 114 only. Okay, after discount 149 become 114. and then where is it? Ah, sucks. Okay, so for the Pro, it is only for US stocks from 129 to 99 only. Okay, all right. So once again, I post the coupon link in the comments. So this will be the last coupon already, because by then I think no point for you to just get 1 month only. So I'll post the link in the comments over here in the chat box. Okay. You should see seasonaladvantage.com. Okay, so yeah, treat it as a secret weapon tool over here, because it does really help. So some of the things that I mentioned in my Twitter, it is all from seasoners. So I have a very focused list on what to focus on. Okay, and then with my trigger and such, then this is a quick combo. That's I should already say favorable seasoners plus good price action is good combo. Okay, but again, I need to tell you that there will be no refund for this product. Okay, simply because once I send you the report PDF, you got it already. Okay, I cannot get back my PDF. Okay, so there'll be no report. So you have to be absolutely clear what you are going to get. You know what you're getting, then you buy this. Okay, of course, if you are a newbie, you want to check it out how it can help you or such, right? No problem, check it out. But I think for those who are a little bit intermediate to advanced, you will find this the most useful. Okay, Ken. All right. So with that, I think I shall end my Facebook live read. Any other question before I call it a day? Henry say EPAM. Okay, EPAM. Are you in profit? Okay. Yeah, so this is until, by the way, this it is until the 31st of May. 31st of May. Until 31st of May, this coupon. But still got quite a few ask me. So I think, okay, I'll give you one more chance. For the month of May, 20% off. After that, June, I think no need, because I might prepare for the third quarter report already. Okay. HSI. Let me see. HSI. Hang Seng market is not doing too well recently. HSI. Not doing very well. Okay. After this is the futures. Let me do the spot index. Spot index here. Okay. Right now we are below the cloud, below the CPR, so not so keen on to go long. We are still in a downtrend. But if you look at the 2-day time frame, okay, we are still okay. Okay, we are actually still okay because price has broken above the cloud. Okay, and then ping pong away. So if you look at the 2-day time frame, we could be, it could be in a range for a while before price start to move higher. Okay, longer term time frame, I think it is 2-day lah. Okay, it is still okay. Just that if you are really looking to short term to go long, then the best, at least go above the CPR before you try to go for long. So right now you are against the trend short term. Okay, at least above the CPR, then you try to go for a long. Okay, all right. Hong Kong, you ask me about fundamentals, I don't know lah. Because I also rarely trade Hong Kong nowadays. So mainly it's just Hang Seng, as in mainly just US, as not the commodities and such. Okay. One thing to share with you. Copper. Copper is something that I didn't share. Copper also seasonal, not too bad. Copper is HG. HG, Hong Kong, HG. Copper futures, I'm just teasing, okay, HG, okay. Seasonals wise, for copper, I think it's yesterday or last 2 days is the start of a bearish seasonals for copper. Of course, bearish one I didn't put in my report, but I have the data over here just to share with you, So, copper, it was quite hang. So I shorted copper over here, okay. So copper, did I put or not? Copper short. Copper short. Can you see or not? Copper short. Okay. So it was placed 11th of May. 11th of May, I think yesterday. 384.73. Okay. 11th of May, 384.73. 384 is 3.84 lah. Okay. 3.84. This is trading based on CFD. Okay. You see or not? I shorted here 11th of May, right? Here, right? 11th of May. Okay, so came down, I really exited already lah. Okay, this is also based on seasonals. Okay, this is on seasonals. Heng heng lah, heng heng. Okay. Okay, so seasonals can really help you. So one last thing, give it a try. Okay, so it is good if you are already advanced or intermediate trader. Okay, can for those who haven't bought it lah. Okay, just trying to convince you that why seasonals is your secret weapon. Okay, so I think with that, I think I shall take my leave already. I think my fever is gone, but I think still having a bit of cough and sore throat. Okay, so with that, I thank you so much for your time. If you find value in today's session, right, once again, just type value in the comments. Just type value in the comments. Okay, so at least you know that. At least I know that I did the session a good job done. You learn something new. You have the market outlook and such. So all in all, I think that coming into the June, you should be a little bit careful. Okay, don't go all in. So when it's time to get bearish, I will want. Okay, it is not always bullish for me one. Okay, in case you think that Alex always perpetually bull, no, I should turn bearish one. So when the price tell me that it could be potentially reversal, then I will ask you to be careful. But I won't do fear mongering. I will say, "Wow, market's gonna crash. Be careful. It's the biggest crash of the world of the past 200 years." That kind. I won't do that lah. I don't do fear mongering. Okay, I just let you know that there is a potential chance that market could fall. Just be careful. So you get my idea already lah. Okay, okay. All right, but I don't do fear mongering. Okay, where are you going for holiday? I'm going to Perth. I'm going to Perth. I'm going to Perth. Okay, so yeah, so thank you so much. So with that, I see you guys 2 weeks later. I think near the end of May already, I believe so. So with that, thank you so much. Good night,晚安, and bye bye.